Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Winston now to throw on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete.
Winston's pass.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coach.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
3rd and long for Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
To Alvin Kamara.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now with a long field ahead. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down, Winston. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Taken down and sacked.
in their locker room. They've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Now the try here for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he returns this to the 22.
Drake on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Kamara off the draw. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 14. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Cardinals 10, Buccaneers nothing.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. And he finds Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Winston. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Isaiah Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
That's good.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
Winston's pass.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. The 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Jefferson.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the Saints who come away with the victory at home. 38-16, the ultimate final score. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. 30-24 was the final. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
23-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Demario Davis there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
It's good to make it 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Winston, and the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Javon Kinlaw gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And 3 yards there. Takes him to the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, going for Jefferson down.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 61 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bucs.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Buccaneers 7.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, open man is Samuel, complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. Powers through. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. It might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
He's back to throw here to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9. at the 20-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
To Mark Andrews. A gain of 4. And it's
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Winston. Off to Thomas on the left side.
Winston's pass.
7 yards to pick up there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for circle round, trust for the
Winston now from the 50. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cards, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.